Nancy Lawson, and I am outside escaping my children, so it will hopefully be quiet. So maybe you can hear me good enough outside, but I want to share some of my top tips from the 3 vital behaviors that work for me. So the first thing is invite, and it's so important to invite. I don't do a whole lot of cold invites, but I do a whole lot of inviting to be my friend. I start with the invite to be my friend and I build those relationships because once you've earned someone's trust and you've let them see who you are and what you do before you even mention the business or challenges, they are so much more likely to be receptive when you do invite them to a challenge group or you do invite them to the coach experience. So I spend most of my inviting time just sending messages to old friends or new friends and trying to get to know them, commenting on posts that they make on Instagram or Facebook, and having that line of communication open and back and forth so that we can build that relationship so they get to know who I am. And hopefully, through time, they get to see what I'm doing as I'm posting about my challenge groups and about the business, and they come to me. So I don't ever have to actually cold invite them to a challenge group. So work a whole bunch on building relationships and building that line of communication and trust so that when you do invite them to challenge groups, it's not weird. They know that you really care about them and it's not just about money or sales. The second thing, proof of the product, that's an easy one. You should love Beachbody products and you should be using them. And as you're using them, it's easy to share. I try to balance what I post about products with what I post just free help and free advice because I don't want to constantly push products because I will come across as salesy. So I do a whole lot of posting about tips and recipes and just in general help to help people with the lifestyle. And then I trickle in the stuff that I do with the products and what they're doing for me. Anytime I start a new program, even if it's one I've done before, I always do before pictures and I track my progress and I post when I'm done with the program and I show my before and after, even if it's very small changes. It's something that I'm constantly able to show others that I am making improvements on my body and in my health. So that should be an easy one for you. If you're using the products, you have something to talk about because we know the products work. The last one is what I want to talk the most about, and it's personal development. There's, of course, so much available to us with different types of calls and webinars and all kinds of stuff that we can watch. I keep these notebooks all over the place. These are Studio OH. I get them on Amazon and they're just the perfect size. I don't know how many I have filled up and put. I constantly keep up with my notes. Anytime I watch a video, I listen to a call, I jot down my notes in those notebooks and I keep record of that so I can refer back to it. Anytime I'm reading books, I write down my takeaways from those. Anytime you write it down, it just sinks in that much more and you retain it that much better. So I keep those everywhere. There's, of course, tons and tons of books. I started with the Compound Effect and Go Pro, and I always recommend those to my new coaches to start with those. They're easy reads. There's tons of books that are personal development for business strategies and business-minded stuff that can help you. But what I want to spend my time on over these next couple of minutes is what I do that helps me get challengers in challenge groups. And I also consider personal development. Anytime I am working on something, like this is my current one, I've done this a few times. This is the Hands-Free Mama book, and it's by Rachel Macy Stafford. I read this book, and I have split it up into like 30 days. I read anywhere from like 5 to 9 pages a day, and I jot down my takeaway from that day. And then I have this really awesome book to share with people. And, you can get people interested in becoming healthier, but when you hit home going, do you, stick to your devices too much? Are you on the computer too much? Are you on your cell phone too much? Are you too consumed with too much responsibility in the day that really doesn't matter? You really hit home to a lot of people. So when you can make that kind of connection with someone, you help them to get even more intrigued. So they're probably wanting to be more healthy, but that's sometimes not as important as wanting to be a better mom. So I do challenge groups where I incorporate this daily reading with them, and I share daily takeaways with them. And when they order a challenge pack from me, I send them this book. This I can get for less than $10 on Amazon usually. So yes, it cuts into my commission, but I get my 2 Success Club points, and I still earn commission overall. So this is a wonderful way to be able to get challengers interested. And for months like November, when it's really hard to hit Success Club because no one's interested in getting healthy as the holidays are coming on board, I hit Success Club because of this book and because of being able to make that connection with moms, and not just to try and get them healthy, but to try and help them to become better moms. So that's a book that I use. I use Made to Crave, and this is actually a book that one of my challengers sent to me, and it's signed by the author. She heard her in person, and this is a book that really helped her. And when she went and heard her in person, she got this book for me. Another one is The Best Yes. This is the same author as Made to Crave. This is Liza Turkist. And one that I'm going to be using soon. This has nothing to do with healthy lifestyle or necessarily being a better mom, but it's something that I know is going to hit home with a lot of people. So as I can help people get healthy, I can help them in areas that I know they probably struggle with, like I do. And it's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. You may have heard that Marie Kondo. And I am going to start reading this over Christmas break. And after our January, February rush, when everybody's trying to get healthy and it's easier to get challengers, I'm going to have this ready and all the information ready so that I can promote this as summertime hits and things start to slow down when people are going on vacation. So I use those kind of books for personal development stuff that I know I can make a connection with other people, especially moms or other women, and I can use that as personal development. So it helps me personally in my life, even if it's not health or business related. It drives my business because it helps me make connections with others and helps me get them interested in following and coming on board with the challenge group. So if you have any questions, just message me, let me know, and I'd be happy to help. Thanks.